Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations. I recently got off work. I was trying to set up some things for my Retron 3, which, I don't know, having some issues with that. So, we're talking about Star Trek TNG, with this episode being the Masterpiece Society. And what actually happened in this episode? Well, while the crew of the Enterprise saves an isolated genetically engineered society from immediate destruction, basically the culture and contamination resulting from their interaction may still ultimately doom the colony. Basically, what happens is their society was genetically enhanced, and basically say they say we're only gonna have selective breeding. Yes.
We have evolved beyond
us.
Frankly, yes. No one in this society would be blind, for example. No offense intended.
I can see you just fine, sir.
And basically, say they've been isolated from other worlds, meaning say, hey, they have everything going good for them. Like say the leaders say, hey, everything's good. Why do we need to be isolation? Why do we need to tell everyone where we are? Why do we need to do that? And eventually, yes, the Enterprise crew shows up, and in the episode, Geordi and another scientist are trying to hey, what can we do to figure out how to, get these people off the planet, in a way. And then, in a way, basically this episode is, in a way, answering, the question in a way with the prime directive, basically the prime directive is, saying, hey, we should not interact with society that is, not fully developed, or what if we interact with a society that will end up changing its course of action, or what if we cause a society to, in a way, collapse from interacting with said society. And I'm gonna be honest, while the acting of this episode is good...
Counselor, what is it you say? Take a deep breath.
Connor and I have had a relationship.
I see.
It should never have happened. I knew there was concern about outside influences, and I should have been more careful.
At times I was just I thought this episode was just kind of tedious, honestly. I mean, I guess the idea of, creating a perfect society, and in a way, but at the same time, yes, you're basically cut off from, the rest of the galaxy, in a way, is, an idea, that sounds something that would be, pretty, scientifically interesting, I guess. Honestly, I'd have to watch this episode again to get, a better, my better thoughts on it, honestly. Because at the same time, I thought, it didn't really keep my interest, honestly. I thought this, okay, good acting, and, there's two perspectives, the leader's just saying, hey, welcome, folks. And then there is, another dude that's under him is just, saying, nah, we do not need people coming into our society, how in some, science fiction series, there is, a lone society, and then they interact with each other kind of deal. that basically that usual things in science fiction kind of tropes and all that. Is it an alright episode? Yes. I'd have to watch this again to get a better perspective, thoughts on that. See you later.